is a powerful long-range artillery weapon. Beware, Commander. It can level your base in minutes without you ever getting a chance to even return fire. The most powerful Soviet tank ever built. The Apocalypse is a small army all by itself and is equipped to handle both ground and air threats. The most powerful air unit ever created, the Kirov can take a beating and drop an almost unlimited number of heavy iron bombs. The ultimate in Soviet long-range bombardment, the Dreadnought is powerful from a distance but can be easily destroyed at close range. The Dreadnought's missiles can also be shot down by Patriot missiles. The Soviets have taken Tesla technology to the final step, a man in a Tesla-powered suit. These soldiers are excellent at destroying tanks and also seem to be able to power up Tesla coils with their extra energy. This soldier is equipped with a nuclear battle suit. He can irradiate large patches of ground, making them impassable to infantry or light vehicles. The Soviets have been experimenting with psychic technology, with some success. Their elite Psy-Corps can cause our own loyal soldiers to turn against us. This, sir, is our IFV. It is a multi-purpose raider capable of boosting the standard weapon capabilities of any infantryman inside. Sir, this is an engineer. He can repair any Allied building, and once inside an enemy building, turn it to our side. He is much smarter than his Soviet counterpart. Sir, the SEAL is the elite soldier. No enemy is safe from him, whether on land or water. Commander, the spy's ability to mask himself as the enemy and pass through their ranks gives him the needed edge to infiltrate even the most well-guarded enemy building. If only they didn't taste so good to Soviet dogs. The Rocketeers are the brave men who strap maneuvering thrusters to their backs and then go out to hunt enemy tanks and air forces. They are very brave. Commander, this is a Chrono Legionnaire. Using Professor Einstein's chronal technology, they teleport next to any enemy and utterly erase them from time. Commander, our Mirage tank's ability to hide itself among any natural objects around it make it the perfect ambush or covert surveillance vehicle. Commander, our destroyer is the workhorse of the Navy. No naval unit can long hide from it, and once detected, it makes short work of the enemy. Commander, there is no airborne threat that can evade the sight or missiles of the Aegis cruiser. It is the premier anti-air weapon. Sir, our aircraft carriers are the pride of the Allied Navy. In a moment's notice, the carrier's planes can take out any target quickly and from a very safe distance. Yuri's boomer submarines have ballistic missiles that can be fired from a great distance. Send dolphins and destroyers out as soon as you detect one. No doubt the result of indiscriminate genetic mutations, the Brute has the strength of 20 men and can even smash tanks. Try to engage it from long range if possible. Tanya's report is the most information we have on this weapon. Somehow it drives people berserk and they begin firing indiscriminately. If you see one, destroy it quickly. Looks like even Yuri can't do without engineers. I guess somebody's got to tighten the bolts in his head. If this doesn't prove Yuri is insane, then nothing will. Yuri's floating disc is designed to steal resources from our bases. I have no idea why it was built to look like a flying saucer. This is one of Yuri's new Gatling tanks. Their guns shoot faster and inflict more damage the longer a fight goes on. If you run across them, take them out quickly or they'll be able to rip through your forces. This is Yuri's hover transport, Commander. This is one of Yuri's initiates. They can't control mines yet, but nothing is safe from their psychic blasts. Yuri's Lasher tank looks like an old Soviet prototype they made to match our own Grizzly tank's speed. According to our reports, it's no match for our tanks unless Yuri has made some vast improvement, which I doubt. Yuri's Magnetron doesn't have a weapon, but it can pull vehicles toward it with a powerful energy beam. I assume that Yuri built them to work in concert with mind-controlling units. and I thought the brute was bad. Yuri calls this thing a mastermind. It's basically a big brain on wheels that mind controls anything that gets near it. Don't get near it. This is Yuri's construction vehicle. Yuri uses these slaves to gather the resources he needs to fight his war. They are forced to work until they drop, and then Yuri enslaves more. Free them, and they'll join our fight against Yuri. Yuri's resources are gathered by slaves and refined inside the slave miner vehicle. If you destroy it, the slave inside will be freed. Little is known about the mercenary group called Virus, except they are all female and their weapons inject a lethal virus into their victims. Don't get hit by one of their darts, Commander. No one has ever survived its effects. Yuri's clones are not as powerful as the original, but their ability to control minds is a definite threat on the battlefield. Yuri is the greatest threat to mankind. If the coward ever shows himself in the field, throw everything you've got at him. No one is safe until Yuri is stopped. This is Yuri's barracks building, Commander. This is Yuri's battle lab, Commander. Like our own, it allows him to dramatically increase his technology. Yuri's bioreactor can generate some power on its own, but if Yuri captures any of our troops, he will put them inside the reactors and drain additional power from their bodies. Yuri's citadel walls are exceptionally tough. Don't expect to break them down while under fire. The cloning vat doubles Yuri's ability to create an army. Your position can quickly be overrun by a swarm of initiates if you let a cloning vat do its work. The Gatling cannon defense structures are lethal to both land and air units. Their cannons spin and fire faster the longer a target is within range. Yuri sees people as pawns in his game, and the grinder proves it. Yuri mind controls people and grinds them into resources to fund his war. It would be a fitting end to feed Yuri into his own machine. Yuri uses the psychic sensor as a radar device. It also allows him to scout a remote location by looking through the eyes of enemy troops. Commander, beware of Yuri's psychic tower. If units get too close to it, they become mindless slaves to Yuri. Destroying the tower or cutting its power will free up any controlled units. Destroy Yuri's submarine pen to keep him from building his boomer subs. Yuri doesn't have any other way to effectively attack sea targets. Yuri's weak armor divisions are reinforced by his tank bunkers. Once inside, a tank is protected from all damage. This is Yuri's war factory. Yuri has managed to develop the force shield defense system only days after we developed our own. It would seem that Yuri got a hold of one of our spies. Yuri's genetic mutator can turn anyone it targets into a mutated brute. Get your men out of your base before this goes off, or you'll have an army of brutes inside your walls. If we don't put an end to Yuri's psychic dominator, it will put an end to all mankind. It can enslave any of your troops or vehicles and turn them against you. Don't let Yuri turn our troops against us, sir. Sir, our new battle fortress crushes enemy armor that crosses its path while it carries our soldiers to battle. Plus, everyone inside can fire from its many gun ports. The Korean Black Eagle Squadron will provide air support in our fight against Yuri. Theirs are the most lethal planes in the air. The Force Shield defense system was designed to protect our bases against Soviet nuclear assault. Hopefully it will defend against Yuri's weapons also. The French Grand Cannon is a devastating base defense turret. It's effective against even large-scale assaults. Commander, these are Guardian GIs. They're armed with both machine guns and anti-tank rockets. When deployed, they are able to reduce a tank into scrap metal in seconds. GI paratroopers can drop into any location. Use them to scout an area or attack an exposed enemy flank. Sir, this is the Robot Control Center. With it, you can command our new robot tanks, a fast attack anti-armor robot. This is our new robot tank. Since it has no driver, it can't be mind-controlled by Yuri. Its only weakness is that it's linked to the robot control center. If the center goes down, all robot tanks are inoperable. The British Sniper Corps has joined our fight. Use them to take out Yuri's mind control units from long range. The German tank destroyer was designed to punch through vehicle armor. It's effective against enemy tanks, but it does very little damage to buildings. The Soviet conscript has never been a match for our own GIs, but a squad of them in a battle bunker can hold a position against 3 times their number. The Soviet super commando, Boris, is specially trained and heavily armed. He also seems to have special authority to order an airstrike at his own discretion. The Soviet main army has incorporated Libyan demolition trucks into its fighting force. I don't know how you get someone to agree to drive a truck with a nuke in the back. We don't know how the Soviets got hold of our force shield technology, but they have it now, so prepare for it when using the weather control device. The Soviet industrial plant increases their productivity and as a result, increases the number of enemies you'll face on the field. Destroy it whenever possible. The Soviets mocked our Rocketeers, but they seem to be using the same design in cosmonaut training. They've replaced the Rocketeer's light machine gun with a laser rifle. The siege chopper has limited weapons while in the air, but if it lands it can deploy a large cannon and become a powerful turret. The combination of firepower and mobility gives it a distinct tactical advantage. With the loss of Yuri and his psychic devices, the Soviets have had to resort to conventional recon methods like the spy plane. Keep your eyes open and anti-air defenses ready. The Cuban terrorist destroys buildings or any smaller target by voluntarily detonating explosives strapped to his back. When possible, neutralize him from long range to avoid collateral damage. The Russian Tesla tank can shoot bolts of electricity with devastating effect. Be sure to attack them in superior numbers. Hospitals provide medical treatment for soldiers in the field. As long as we have one under our control, the supplies can get to the men and keep them patched up. A machine shop is an invaluable source of repair parts for our vehicles in the field. Constant repairs to all vehicles are possible as long as we can keep a shop running. In the chaos of war, secret labs have been discovered in the battlefield. Capture them with an engineer to gain their technologies.